So I want to tell you guys about a little problem that I have. Honestly, you may have this issue as well. I suffer from a disease called change my setup-itis. And when my symptoms are really bad, it usually goes a little something like this. I'll be laying comfortably in bed, sound asleep. It's probably like 3 or 4 a.m. I'm dreaming about the good stuff, Premiere never crashes, there are 0 client revisions, and the logo doesn't need to be 3% bigger. When all of a sudden, hey, I should completely change my desk setup. Then I lay there for hours thinking about all the ways I could improve my workspace to make it feel fun, fresh, and inspiring again. It's honestly a serious problem. Now, don't get me wrong, I love changing my workspace and my desk setup. There's something really exciting about kind of starting over and having a brand new space to work. It kind of refuels my creativity and makes it fun to work in my space again. It's honestly just a pain moving stuff around, and when I get obsessed with the urge to change my workspace, So anyways, here we are. My name is Weston, I'm a designer and editor, and this is my desk setup. Now, I know many of you have found this channel through my graphic design iPad videos. So today I thought I'd show you what my graphic design and editing workspace looks like. Previously, I had 2 separate workspaces. One was my full-time work computer where I'd edit and create motion graphics, and the other was a personal computer where I would do some light gaming and live stream my art. My idea was to completely change that. Reduce the clutter and minimize my workspace by combining the 2 into one. Meet my triple monitor Windows and Mac setup. The ultimate designer and gaming setup. This setup isn't one I've seen done many times before, and I'm honestly not sure how well it will work out, but I'm all about testing new setup spaces and trying out new workflows. The idea here is trying to maximize what I can do in a minimal workspace. Taking a tour of the desk, you will notice the main monitor that powers my design and editing work. This is the 2017 Imac Pro. It has a 10-core Intel with 64 gigabytes of RAM. This is my main workhorse and what I use to tackle all of my video and design work. To the left is an Acer 27-inch monitor I use as a second display, which is perfect for multitasking while I edit or for the perfect Netflix and chill while I design. To the right is another Acer 27-inch monitor to match. However, this one is powered by my PC setup. The monitor can handle up to 165 Hz, which is great for the light gaming I do on occasion. My PC specs aren't anything too crazy, but I will have them listed below for those interested. For audio, I'm currently using the Elgato Wave 3 mic with a headset. These are a great duo for Zoom calls, streaming, and gaming. I also have a Yeti mic on a boom arm for voiceovers, and when I'm not using it, it can easily be tucked away behind my monitor. Due to the fact I am currently using 2 operating systems, both Windows and Mac, I have a mouse and keyboard setup for both as well. Both keyboard and mouse combinations are Logitech, one geared towards gaming and the other productivity. Currently, my PC doesn't allow me to connect devices via Bluetooth, but I'm hoping to change that soon so that I can switch seamlessly between my 2 setups. I recently also picked up a Stream Deck that I use to create shortcuts for when I'm streaming live on Twitch or to open apps quickly on my desktop. Another fun piece of tech is my Amazon Alexa Show. It gives me the time, updates me on the weather, and sends notifications, as well as a variety of themes that you can choose from that will display to give your desk setup a little bit of personality. Being a designer and editor means I go through file space super quickly, so it's important to have a few different spaces for backup and storing files. When I'm working on a project or video, I use a variety of storage devices like the Samsung SSD or WD hard drives. When it comes to storing all my data in one place, I use this big guy, the 8TB G drive. It's the perfect drive for storing projects and backing up everything I do. This helps keep my computer fairly clean and organized. The last thing that makes a great workspace and helps bring your desk to life is the way you decorate around it. Surrounding my desk is a cool vintage lamp, some fake plants, a custom-built shelf with some fun street art and a neon sign, accompanied by some fake leaves cause, you know, fall, some Yamaha H5 speakers, a retro Polaroid camera, and one of my favorite camera lenses. This is all sandwiched by two of my favorite prints, both telling the story of what I use my workspace for. The entire setup sits on top of a countertop I bought from Ikea a few years back. The countertop is supported by Ikea's Alex drawer unit and a white trestle, which I'm planning on replacing soon for another Alex drawer to add more storage. Just as, if not more important than the things on your desk, is the chair that you sit in. Long hours at the computer can really affect your body if you aren't sitting in a chair that will support you. I'm gonna be honest, the company I work for gave me this chair and there isn't a single logo or branding anywhere on it, so unfortunately I don't know the name of the chair, but it's comfortable and really ergonomic, no matter how I sit in it. There is still a lot to do in the room and to my workspace. I currently still have my other standing desk, which I'm thinking about turning into a workspace specifically for future iPad videos. The wall behind me currently remains blank, but I'm thinking about painting and hanging some more of my favorite art pieces. Another project I'm working on is turning my closet into a cool gear storage room, inspired by a fellow YouTuber and designer, Matthew Encina, who just finished a great series about transforming his workspace as well. Links to his content can be found in the description below. My plan is to keep making changes to my setup and updating you along the way. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more about my workspace, please subscribe so you don't miss the next one. There is still a lot to do and my setup is constantly changing, but for now, this is my workspace. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you later, you beautiful human.